Some of our favorite games are ones that you can play whenever you want, wherever you want, whether that be at home, out on the town, or even on a road trip.
Yeah, and we know that many people plan road trips and vacations for this time of year, so we want to recommend some of our favorite games that you can play on the go while you travel, whether you're with friends, family, or if you're just by yourself.
I mean, I have a lot of fond memories of playing Pokemon on my Game Boy Color in the backseat of my car, only lit up by passing street lamps, or even now with my family playing my Switch and destroying them at Mario Kart.
Yeah, you've got systems like the Switch and Nintendo 3DS, which make it so easy to just play games on the go, create memories while you're traveling, whether you're waiting in a doctor's office waiting room, or you're on a 12-hour road trip, or if you're just cozying up on the couch at home. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's your first pick?
So my first pick is one of my favorite RPGs on the Switch. It's Octopath Traveler. So a single-player adventure for the RPG fan out there.
Yeah.
I mean, who just wants to pass a couple hours while on the road?
Yeah.
So made by Square Enix and my personal pick for RPG of 2018, Octopath Traveler follows 8 different characters on 8 intersecting paths towards one singular goal. Similar to games like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, and Bravely Default, the game is visually stunning and provides a challenge for veteran RPG players while still being friendly and rewarding to newcomers. And what I really like about this is once you beat the game, there's a new game plus mode that ups the difficulty, which is great for the drive back.
Yeah, true. You've got 2 games in one.
Yeah, so you can play through the first part, you know, pick a different character to start with, and then you have that new game plus mode, which just ties everything together.
Yeah.
So definitely a great choice.
I love good replayability.
Yeah, and that's important.
It is.
So Meg, what's your first pick?
My first pick is The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, which I am addicted to. This is one of those games I always go back to.
Yes.
The Binding of Isaac is a ridiculously fun and addicting randomly generated roguelike that will always surprise you no matter how many times you play. You play as Isaac on his journey to escape the basement and the wrath of his homicidal mother who wants to sacrifice him.
As
Poor
you do.
Isaac, yeah, as every mother does. Use Isaac's tears to defeat more than 180 types of monsters and over 90 challenging bosses, and collect strange items along the way that will grant Isaac new abilities. There are also over 600 items to collect and 13 unique playable characters to unlock. And even though you start from the beginning whenever you die, it's really rewarding to progress because you go in, you know, you'll have new characters that you didn't have access to before that have cool abilities, and it's just fun to try them out and play it through again and again and again.
Yeah, when my friend introduced me to this game, I was immediately hooked because it's just so addicting to go in and see what paths you can take because it's always going to be different. So you really have no way to prepare.
Yeah, and I love that when you collect items, they modify Isaac's appearance and he ends up looking so crazy.
Yeah, which I love. You gotta have
great.
a crazy main character.
Yeah. Okay, so your next pick, this is one we both like, right?
Yes, I think so. I would hope so. I mean, I talked about playing Pokemon on my Game Boy Color, but now I play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee on my Switch. So play as a new trainer who embarks on their Pokemon journey for the first time, either with Pikachu or Eevee as their starter. I feel like this follows an already traveling red and green along their journey, so it's almost like a new game on top of that. Enhanced with new 3D graphics, a more developed world, new characters, Pokemon Go integration, and now multiplayer.
Yeah.
So you can play 2 players and catch Pokemon and battle it out at gyms.
Fun.
So on the road, this is perfect because you can get a Pokeball Plus as well, which acts not only as a Pokemon Go device, but as a Joy-Con as well.
Yeah.
So Pokemon Go with it out in the wilderness, take your Pokemon from Pokemon Let's Go to train and find gifts, and you'll really feel like a Pokemon trainer.
You really do, and I kind of wish I had this controller as a kid because I used to bring around like plastic Pokeballs and like throw them at things pretending to be a Pokemon trainer, and this is a way that it actually integrates with the game, which is super cool.
Well, you may not want to actually throw your Joy-Con.
No, don't throw it.
But
Make sure you have your wrist strap on.
Yes, that's very important. There's a warning for a reason.
There is.
Okay, so I'm a huge fan of this next game you got lined up.
Yep, it's Mario Tennis Aces. You can play as one of over 15 fan-favorite Mushroom Kingdom characters like Mario, Luigi, Peach, and my personal go-to, Daisy.
Yes.
And play against friends, family, or online players in some of the most intense tennis matches you will ever experience, which you might not expect, but it is intense.
Yeah.
And you can master multiple types of shots, from blocks to trick shots and more, and use your energy bar to slow down time, aim in first person, and unleash your character's unique special move in order to KO your opponent. This game also introduces an all-new story mode in which you can play through a variety of missions and take on boss battles, all the while learning to master the game's controls. You can also try out tournament mode and take on CPU opponents that range in difficulty, and they are tough. I was on a plane once against Bowser, and I was like, I wanted to throw my Switch because he was just so good.
Well, the classic ones were like that too. They had that difficulty spike, and so I'm glad they kept that for people who are returning to the series on the Switch.
Okay, so what's next for you?
So what's next for me is another great classic that has been reimagined many, many times. This is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like I mentioned before, nothing beats crushing the competition in a Mario Kart game. game. It's so rewarding.
It is.
This enhanced port from the Wii U includes not only all of the DLC characters from the previous iteration, but also all the maps, plus new enhancements, modes, characters, including King Boo and Bowser Jr., my two personal favorite villains of the Mushroom Kingdom. Battle modes make for entertaining campfire play with returning modes from Mario Kart 8, 7, and even Double Dash. Beautiful graphics, addicting gameplay, and one of the top-selling Nintendo Switch games out there. I mean, I put a ton of hours into Mario Kart 8 when it first came out on the Wii U, and when it came out for the Switch, my friends just got on board. Immediately, I got an extra pair of Joy-Cons, and we just could not get enough of 200cc.
It's so much fun. It's, again, just one of those games that you can always kind of go back to if you don't know what else to play. If you just want to kind of chill and do some racing, you can very easily do that with Mario Kart.
So good.
It is.
So what is your last pick?
My last pick is Namco Museum Arcade Pack, so you can bring the arcade home and enjoy some nostalgic classics with this collection. I actually discovered this game when I went to an arcade and I wanted to play Dig Dug from home. I love Dig Dug and I was like, I need to play this game from home. And then I was pleased to see that this pack included the game plus a ton of others such as Pac-Man, Galaga, Splatterhouse, Sky Kid, Tank Force, and more. And you can also play Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 Plus, which features eye-popping 3D graphics and a super fun co-op mode that's exclusive to the Switch. You can team up with up to 3 friends and weave your way through the mazes together.
I mean, that sounds like so much fun. My dad is a huge fan of Miss Pac-Man, so I feel like that's something my family and I would definitely jump on. Plus, like you, I love Dig Dug.
Yeah, it's so fun. But yeah, I love the Pac-Man co-op because it's a totally different way to approach Pac-Man. When you're used to just having to survive on your own, to have like your friends and family with you is pretty cool.
Yeah, have a little team up.
Yeah.
So honestly, we're only scratching the surface when it comes to great games that you can easily bring with you when you're out and about.
Yeah.
There are so many more titles that you can also take on the road, such as the Danganronpa series, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Super Mario Party, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, WarioWare Gold, Little Dragon's Cafe, and many, many more.
Now, if the planning for your upcoming long-distance trip is already underway and you'd like to grab some of these games before you go, talk to a guest advisor at your local GameStop store. Make sure to ask if they have pre-owned copies in stock to save yourself some money.
So we're going to take a quick break. GameStop TV will be right back.